We have some tips this morning for parents trying to help their kids manage emotions. It's all inside a new book from a certified counselor and author, Shaheen Alarakhia, who joins us this morning. Thanks so much for being here.
Thanks for having me.
Congratulations on the book. That's always a big feat to have something published. So it's called Indy and the Emotion Creatures. Can you tell us how therapeutic techniques come out in this book to help kids?
Yeah, for sure. So actually, I was a mom while I was doing my master's and learning how to be a therapist. And as I was learning all of these strategies we use to help adults, I was like, wow, this is really useful stuff as a mom. And so I was trying it out, and I found my favorite technique was called externalization.
Okay.
It's from narrative therapy. And what it is basically we take something that we're feeling, and instead of embodying it like I am sad, we pull that out and we say sad is visiting.
Okay.
And I found this to be super de-shaming for kids and open up the conversation about emotions way better. And so I wrote the book using that technique so that parents could start to introduce the concept to their kids.
Okay, that's very fun because as much as this is a learning tool for kids, it's also a learning tool for parents as they try to figure out how to help their kids manage emotions, which is tricky when you're a parent. So what would you say to parents who want to get this book but also use this in everyday life?
Yeah, for sure. So the book goes through Indy on a regular day. So it's kind of like a social story.
Okay.
And these little emotion creatures visit her through the day, and it starts bringing the language. So happiness visits her, and then sadness visits her, and then anger visits her. And I recommend to parents to emulate that language in day-to-day life. So if you notice that your kid seems sad, instead of saying, "Are you sad?" say, "Hey, is sad visiting you right now?" And then if they go, "Yeah, sad is visiting," then you can start playing with that a little bit and say things like, "So does sad look like right now?" Maybe they might describe the size of him, like maybe he's really big. Or you can say, "What is sad saying to you right now?" And then they can start saying, "Well, sad is telling me this." And that opens up the door to conversations because they don't feel the shame of like, "Oh, it's me."
Interesting.
Yeah.
Very cool. And how does that extrapolate as a young person gets older with this base to manage their emotions?
You know, we use this technique in adults. Narrative therapy, externalization. So I think that we can continue with that language, and then they can start coming to you and saying, "Hey, you know, anger is really visiting me right now." They don't have to feel bad about saying that.
Very cool. Well,
Yeah.
happiness has visited me talking to you about this book. Congratulations on this. Now, if people want to pick this up, because it is a very cool tool for parents out there, where can they get it?
They can grab it on Amazon under Indy and the Emotion Creatures, and if they want to keep up with me, they can check out me on Instagram on Holistic Healing Counseling. That's my business.
Okay, very cool. Thanks so much for coming in. Congratulations on the book. It has been a treat talking to you. For more information about the therapeutic techniques, as mentioned, at holistichealingedmonton.com.